What's up everyone, welcome to my review of the 2015 Honda MSX 125, also known as the Honda Grom. The Grom is Honda's latest scooter-sized motorcycle and it comes with endless possibilities. I've owned my Grom for a few months now, so I feel comfortable giving you a solid overview of my thoughts and experiences thus far. The most unique thing about the Grom is its size and styling. Side to side with a full-size motorcycle, you can clearly see the differences. The 2015 Honda Grom comes equipped with a 125 single-cylinder engine. This air-cooled 4-stroke puts out about 9 horsepower and weighs just under 225 pounds. A portion of that weight can be lost by removing some of the bike's unnecessary components, as I'll explain later on. The MSX has a top speed of about 55 miles per hour, so strictly in-town commuting is ideal. The bike also comes stock with a 4-speed manual transmission and hydraulic disc brakes. As far as overall performance goes, I could not be happier with this motorcycle. The bike is able to deliver a noticeable amount of power to the wheel, despite its small-sized engine and single-digit horsepower rating. If you are not an experienced rider, I do not recommend learning on the MSX. This bike is extremely small, therefore the balance point is small and requires more precision to master, especially during cornering. The size also brings advantages, like a tight turning radius, or the ability to maneuver through areas that a normal-sized motorcycle could not. The Grom's front and rear brake systems are quite impressive. Both wheels come with hydraulic disc brakes, a dual piston caliber for the front, and a single piston caliber for the rear. This translates into some serious stopping power, especially since the bike is so lightweight. My favorite thing about driving something this small has to be the gas mileage. With a rating of 130 miles to the gallon, the 1.4 gallon tank doesn't seem so small after all. You can say goodbye to constantly stopping for gas. The MSX has built-in passenger foot pegs on the rear sets. This allows a second person to ride on the bike, although space is limited and handling is marginally more difficult while riding with a passenger. These pegs also fold up when not in use, so they won't be in the rider's way at any point in time. A close relative to the Grom is the Honda Navi, and has recently been released in countries like India. Let's compare the Grom with the Navi and see if we can find some differences. As you can see, the Grom has significantly more power due to having a bigger engine than the Navi. This is the main reason why the Grom has a manual transmission and the Navi is automatic, more like a scooter. Stopping power also differs as the bikes use two completely different brake systems. From the statistics provided, you can see that, apart from styling, not much matches between the Grom and the Navi. The most common benefit to owning a Honda MSX seems to be the commuting, but there are many other ways to enjoy this miniature machine. Personally, I consider my Grom to be a stunt bike. As far as modifications go, I've made quite a few changes to my Grom. For instance, I removed the back fender for a smoother look and some weight reduction, and I've also added dirt bike handlebars. If you would like to know more about my Grom's modifications, check out this previous video explaining some do-it-yourself cheap mods that I did on my motorcycle. Overall, I would rate this bike a solid 9 out of 10 on the Fooligan scale. I'm able to learn new stunts, go on adventures, and I don't have to worry about gas prices hurting my wallet. Now, the big question is this bike for everyone? Most certainly not. If you can't handle a slow-paced ride or constant attention from strangers, then you probably wouldn't like owning a Grom. But if you think this bad boy's right up your alley, then don't be afraid to go to your local dealership and test ride one today. Trust me, you won't regret it. Until next time, thanks for watching.
That was Fooligan with his brilliant cinematic review of the 2015 Honda Grom. My dear subscribers, I do need your shares on this video as well. Clicking on the image of Fooligan on the left panel will take you to his channel. Please do subscribe to him as he's making great entertaining content regularly. For now it's goodbye, but stay subscribed because I would like to see you in my next video.